I told an abortion joke recently, and a woman approached me. She was like, hey, that's very insensitive. I've had an abortion. You shouldn't tell jokes like that. I was like, whoa, hey, sorry. I just told a joke. I think what you did was much worse. We hate to admit it. We've come a long way. Like in the 50s, we had whites only and blacks only water fountain, which is incredibly sad, especially if you're a thirsty Asian. So quiet, so secure, Asians. Every other group's got a brag and boast. Every group's got a slogan. Black people, I'm black and I'm proud. White people, white power. Hispanics, ay. Not an Asian. Asian just head down, grades up. That's it. Asians are the best. You never hear about Asian crime. Never. If I was an Asian guy, I would just start mugging people and be like, hey, it's my word against yours.
Boy, I hate flying. That's the worst part about this gig. I hate flying. I like a train. Give me an Amtrak any day. I love a train. Trains have such low self-esteem, you know? No bag check, no security. It's almost like they want a terrorist. I love it. I hate flying. Flying is so high maintenance. Flying's like a high maintenance chick. Like, you want to get inside me, you got to get here an hour early, take your shoes off, and do a body scan. You're like, Jesus Christ. Come on. Train's like a fat chick. Like, get a beer, get in here! Racism, it's alive and well, man. I was just down in Knoxville, Tennessee. You guys ever been there? What a shithole. Holy hell. They are 30 years behind over there. You ever go to a town so small they're still racist towards certain white people? You know? They're like, hey, watch out over there. That's where the dirty Irish live. I was like, Jesus Christ. Wow, you guys haven't made it to black people yet? And again, these are all jokes. Take it easy. I'm not racist. I look at racism the same way I look at Nickelback. You know? Yeah, you know, it's fun to joke about, but you never want to see it live.
And you're like,
Are you married?
no, single.
Virgin?
Of course, yeah.
I can't imagine. I bet you'd be great in bed. You're ripped. And you got the
don't-
best hairline in podcasting.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't tried yet, so we'll have to see.
All right, well, let me know. Pretty big hog on you? Yeah, I could see you packing a crazy tool downtown.
Mm-hmm. That matters to girls.
Apparently, yeah. That's all I hear about. That Alexa's tricky. I read an article recently. It said Alexa actually listens to everything you say, stores it in a database, could use it against you later. I was like, damn, just like a real woman. Now I'm all nervous, like, hey, Alexa, what's the weather out there? She's like, why don't you ask Siri? Oh, boy. Yeah, it's got to be hard to be a kid now. I feel bad for kids. So much stimulus coming at kids. iPhone, internet, social media. Remember how happy-go-lucky we were as kids? Not a care in the world. Maybe run to the car. Shotgun. That was like the biggest problem in my life. Shotgun. Yeah, I never see kids doing that anymore. The only time a kid yells it out now is in a classroom. Whoa. Magic Johnson's still living. Thanks for having me.
We appreciate you coming on, dude. It took too long.
Oh, hey, you got big guy. I mean, you're slumming after Rogan.
You're number 2.
I'll take it.
Not bad.
No fanny pack and no N-word scandal. All right.
So welcome here into the studio. It's good to have you
Hey,
here.
good to be here. It's a pleasure. I'm a little hungover, a little gay, but just glad to be here with you, sister.
Well, I appreciate you saying that. I'm very happy to be here with you too.
All right. Sorry, just hiding my erection. Yeah, this is great. Yeah. Bought my place. I own a piece of the Rock in Manhattan. It's the only thing my parents have been proud of that I've done. I've done The Tonight Show, Conan, Colbert, Comedy Central, but when I bought my apartment, that's when they actually started answering my phone calls. But hey, that's why I'm a comedian, because I got to get love somewhere. Whoops, sorry, is that a Me Too? All right.
So, but for you, I mean, you're young. So getting into this business
Black don't crack.
Getting into this business and
I'm 35, not that young. But, you know, not on the Viagra yet. Or am I? Who knows? I like to snort it. I read a news article about obesity. They said they're thinking about putting microchips in obese people's brains. It shocks them every time they think about food. I was like, if we have that kind of technology, I feel like we should be using that on pedophiles. Right? Why are we wasting that on chubs? I don't care about your candy intake. I'm worried about your candy output. Priorities, people. Eat all the cupcakes you want. Just don't touch Little Debbie.
The other day's story about that resource officer who arrested the 6-year-old girl and the 8-year-old boy,
Yeah.
he has officially been fired.
Yeah, of course, because he's dumb.
Wait, what did he do?
So
Arrested a
this
6-year-old.
Huh? Oh, I didn't know that was
for having
possible.
a temper tantrum.
Boy, he looks identical to Cleveland.
He does.
Off Family Guy.
He's just not smart. You got to get that guy out of there.
You don't have a mustache like
He's going
that.
to do something even more stupid.
Yep. Wait, are we on?
We're on.
Oh, geez. All right. Well, I almost said a horrible slur. All right. Thank God I asked. My balls are so long. I got it's all ugly, and my balls are brown and weird.
What?
Yeah.
How'd you get that?
I think wear and tear. I think I've just beat it up and thrown it around so much it's turned.
Yeah.
It's like elbow grease. You know, your elbow's a little darker. You know.
True, yeah.
And I think it's just like that. It's just stretched and yanked and twisted.
Well, yeah.
all that
What
shit.
are you? Look like you're like Turkish.
Like Iranian, possibly Iranian.
True. You ever do a 23andMe?
I've gotten Cuban. I had never have. I'm too scared, but I think part
Why?
Sicilian, part French.
Why are you scared?
I don't want to get some black in me. No, I'm just joking. Don't
Write
call
that
the
down.
missus. I don't know. Then you gotta have kids. Ooh, kids are scary. I like babies. Babies are fun. You know why babies are great? Because they're not evil yet. There's a million douchebags out there, but you never assume that baby will become one. Isn't that nice? That's why no one ever goes up to a
Hand jobs or drinking?
drinking. Hand jobs I can get rid of in a second.
Okay.
You ever had a good one?
Hand job?
Well, your ex was pretty good. But I had a weird childhood.
How so?
Well, let's see. My dad got a wild hair up his ass and bought a mansion, dilapidated mansion in a poor black neighborhood. So first of all, the house was fucked. We barely had running water. It was, we'd have family meetings like, all right, go shit at school. Don't shit here. We need the water. And then my dad started running out of money, so he made the back half of bed and breakfast, like old style. So my mom's whipping up pancakes at 8 a.m. and I'm like, can I get one? She's like, blow me, dick. Eat a bowl of Cheerios, you cunt. Yeah, but I did a black room in Brooklyn like 2 weeks ago, and I was like, I'm not going to do the white guy thing. I got jokes. I'm going to be myself. I'm bombing, and like 3 minutes in, I'm like, hey, what's up with rap?
You have to go in there and just be like severely autistic. I've gone in there before and just talked Pokemon, and it was just like murdering, dude.
True. Yeah. Well, you hit a nerve.
True.
Right.
You didn't know back then
exactly.
that black people love Japanese cartoons.
True. I didn't know.
You had no idea.
I didn't know. It was just, I was like, damn, these guys like
A couple
me,
of them probably
man.
went into Super Saiyan as soon as you started talking.
They love that shit.
They do.
It's awesome, dude. You see the dating profiles, and like, I love anime, and you're like, it's the 5th one this week.
Yeah, dude.
Like
They
a
love
black
it.
girl?
Yeah.
What?
That's what you don't know of this?
No, I'm not on the apps.
don't know-
I'm
have
not
you
on
ever dated
Black
a-
People Meet. Never dated a black. I've
Person.
I've banged a few, but I never dated.
Really?
Yeah.
Personal choice, or is that like circumstance? Is that like hard line?
I just never. I don't want to date anybody. I've banged a few, and that was great and terrifying, but never dated. What do
Yeah.
you talk about? Cosby?
He's married to a black lady.
What?
Yeah, I'm married to a black
This
What's
is his
that like?
second black wedding.
Second black?
Yeah.
Marriage.
What?
Trying to add the extra word every time Norman says black.
lady.
Tell me everything.
It's chill, dude. Again, love of anime. And,
Yeah, autistic white dudes and black ladies
Yeah,
should
we
unite.
sync up.
Sorry, do you ever get the the guy? Because you look like you could hear an N-word every now and then. Like a white guy could trust you to say it, and then you're like, oh, my wife's
Yeah,
black.
me and Matt are friends.
Oh, I've been in that situation before.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
tough.
I go home and I text her immediately, be like, "That's 3 today. That's 3."
True.
She's like, I'm so wet. Like I asked my black friends, like, what's up with this with black people?
Yeah.
And they're like, well, it's actually this. Like, what's with the no swimming? They're like, well, we just didn't grow up swimming. I'm like, huh. It must be how they're like, why can't they dance?
True.
Like, what's wrong? Why are
Yeah.
you so stiff out there? I'm like, I just don't know how.
Yeah, they
I
grow
can't
up.
do it.
Well, I got the secret. My black wife unlocked the secret with me the other day. As the drums hit, you just hit the drums, but with your feet, and you're just dancing, and it looks perfect, and you're in rhythm.
I don't know.
I'm telling you, dude. I'm telling. Well, just don't do that. Well, you also got. Oh, there's the other key too. So you can't have a tight spine. You got to hunch a little bit.
Hunch a little.
Hunch a little.
That's good.
Hunch a little and loosen, and then just.
Yeah, we don't want to look feminine either
Yeah.
when we're dancing.
Or gay.
So or gay. Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
that's important, not
So a girl can do either.
Sure, they can
Yeah,
be
but if
gay
you're
as
too
hell.
good at dancing, it's gay.
Yeah, you gotta straddle the line.
Mm.
If you're like you go to a wedding and somebody's a good dancer,
You gotta straddle the
it's
line.
disgusting.
I like, dude. Whenever I see women, I shudder. Like sometimes I just look at them like, what the fuck? I'm like,
How powerful.
I'm sorry, man. You guys just kick so much.
But didn't you
fucking
have that
ass,
experience when she gave birth? Isn't that the
Whoa.
one
Yeah,
thing? That's the
that's
one
pretty
thing that
nuts.
guys usually switch over and they're like they are strong.
You saw it?
Well, I was on the other end because it was like the baby had the umbilical cord around her neck, so they had to do the old.
Oh, lynching.
Open it up. Yeah, they had it 3 times. I had it.
Sorry.
I had 3. I had it too.
Comedy podcast.
I had it too. I had it wrapped. It's genetic.
So did I.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, bro.
Maybe it's a comedy thing.
I think so. I think that deprivation of oxygen early on just.
You look like you're like Turkish.
Like Iranian, possibly Iranian.
True.
What?
You ever do a 23andMe?
I've gotten Cuban. I had never have. I'm too scared, but I'm.
Why are you scared?
I don't want to get some black in me. No, I'm just joking. Don't
Write
call
that
the
down.
missus. But yeah. And they don't like the facts.
No.
They don't like facts. I'm like, I'm just going off what I'm seeing. And they're like, fuck you, I'll kill you. It's like, why are you mad at me? I'm just saying what
Wait, who are you talking about?
Women.
Oh, okay.
Most groups.
Wait, which group are we on right now?
Yeah, I'm just saying what I saw the other day, and they're like, maybe you're so mad because we got something here.
Maybe we're on to the case.
Yeah.
This is fun.
Yeah.
This will age well, like for
this
3
will
years.
go really
like,
good for us.
40 years from now, they'll be like,
yeah.
damn, dude, you're a fucking
These guys were
granddad.
ahead of
You're
their
smart
time,
as
dude.
hell.
Few times, but I took one, and I was like, I don't want to be hungover. Me and my friend are going tubing in San Antonio in the morning. There they are. Look how big that is.
That is, whoa.
That's a green Hulk. And you're supposed
Whoa,
to take...
I want the one that says Xanax on it.
Oh, yeah, that's classic.
Oh, man, what the fuck do I have? I have the fucking knockoff Alorazepams.
Yeah, I dated her, black chick. But,
there's things so heavy on your plate.
right.
You don't just get to kind of like freelance through life anymore. You got to actually focus.
Yeah.
Do you want to have a kid?
I think as I get older, I kind of do. Because I see all these comics who are like 40, late 40s having kids, and I'm like, oh, maybe I could do that. Because I like the little guy with the noogie, and I tuck him in, and he's, weird and queer and cute, and I get to feed him jizz or whatever.
Why would you? That doesn't make sense.
Well, it's
Food
easy
works.
to chew.
Oh, yeah.
But it's just nice. But
There's tax write-off.
All right. Is that what you call an abortion?
Yeah.
All right.
Not see with abortions, you can only write that off once because it's an expense one time.
Yeah.
A child keeps going.
Good point. Yeah. I didn't know you were.
Especially because my brain is, yours is too. Your brain's fucked up.
We're fried.
Yeah, we're wrong.
All these pods. Not only do you have to be funny on a pod, after the pod's over, you have to worry, what the fuck did I say?
What did I say?
And then you're worried about that, and then you're worried about your set, you're worried about your lady, you're worried about your parents, you're worried about your colon, your liver.
You didn't say anything bad. We'll cut the Heil Hitler thing for sure.
Oh, really appreciate it. Please do. Sorry, I panicked. I was like, yes, thank you. Did I say that?
A guy who has like some weird fucking birth defect where he comes out of his ass.
Those are called gays.
Some of our greatest leaders, greatest minds, greatest innovators, people that have changed the world, there is something in common with some part of the family being abandoned. Anyone that's in a healthy structure always is underwhelming. They're never really a cool person.
I agree.
Their brain stays very right here.
Like if LeBron had a father, he's trash.
No, he's just a weirdly athletic postman at that point.
I would ante up and say molesting.
Oh, for sure.
Very lucrative.
That's how we got our series.
You're in good company.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Were you molested?
A couple times.
Whoa! Send me the tape. Good for you.
Now
man.
I'm a little self-conscious. I was not worthy of the tape. So, of course, you have your beautiful wife now.
Sure.
You don't know what she looks like. Sorry. That's just a thing that guys say.
Nice thing. She's in a wheelchair, so she appreciates that.
Yeah, and it's sensitive times, so regardless.
Yeah. But don't assume her pronouns either.
I apologize.
Thank you.
I apologize.
I'll let it go.
When did you decide it was over for crushing pussy?
Well,
how does a comic get out of like the single life? Because that has to be tough.
Like when did you stop cheating?
It's tough because there's a lot of emotions get involved. And, as a guy on the road, you pop into Pittsburgh and you might plow a nice plump lady and then you leave and she's like, that's it? And you're like, I don't live there.
Yeah, look at my show dates.
Yeah.
I'm in Philly tonight.
I'll just send her my tour and my schedule. And they're like, what? Well, we had sex. And you're like, I know. She's like, but I had sex with you. I'm like, but I had sex with you.
Right.
Yeah, I don't get this weird. I thought, what equality? Like why?
That's what I thought, equality.
Yeah, why do you get to get mad at me?
Yeah.
You know, it was just a fun,
The acoustics in here are great.
consensual romp.
Still in touch with a Pittsburgh girl?
No, she
Yo, you see how white boys can just like look past shit like that and just keep having conversation? I can't look past that.
You can do it.
Like, Mark, what the fuck is wrong with you?
I did a college gig not too long ago, and I was doing sex jokes, and they're clenching their pearls, and I'm like, you guys don't get it. You call yourself progressive. You're like conservative. You're like You're like Reagan's wife. Oh my God, how dare you? I'm like, you should be having fun, you twat. You're 18. Live your life, you retard. What is wrong with you?
Right.
This is like, you just heard somewhere that this is bad or problematic or this is not good, and we need to shut this shit down. And I'm a hero. Like, you're an idiot. You're nobody. You're a speck, and you're just a bummer. And we don't need a bummer right now. We just lived in a bummer.
If you're not interested in it, there's many other things you can do.
Yes.
You don't have to fucking protest it. Just don't go to or support it. You know how many things I don't like?
Right.
You know how many things I don't like?
Yeah.
In the business that we're in. And I just don't listen to it.
You move on.
I move the fuck on.
And you find people you gel with and
that's it.
relate to, and that's it. And that's life.
Yeah.
It's just like a weird dictator mentality. I don't like this. It must cease to exist. It's problematic. You're like, who the you sound like Trump, ironically. This guy you claim to hate, you're him. It's all defund the police, but you act like cops. You can't say this, you can't talk about that, you can't joke about this. Like, why don't you just beat me with a nightstick right now, you cunt? I'm dying here.
Oh shit!
They're
that's
so
great.
mean and hateful, and they want to ruin you. I'm a sweet person. We got to help people. He shouldn't have a job. Get rid of him. It's like, what are we doing? Which one is it? Are you sweet and nice and a hero? Or are you a terrifying human being who wants to ruin people's lives?
Oh, man.
He said fag in 1988. He's the devil. Well, how come I can't evolve? Blow me, whore. Jesus.
Yeah, I was the dirtball of the family. 300 people walked out there, hit that, murdered, brought that house down.
Wow.
And from that point on, I was like, if any of my friends fucking need that, they're getting it.
Man,
nice.
that's heavy stuff. I mean, so are you.
I
love it.
ate 45 crab cakes and called it a night.
I do love a good wedding. People shit on wedding. I gotta go to a wedding, but I love getting hammered in a tux.
Oh, dude, getting dressed up to get drunk.
Oh.
I love like even saying anything where I'm like, I put on a t-shirt and we go get drunk together.
Yeah.
I'm in.
You want to move to get laid, single guy at a wedding? Get a couple pops in you. Dance with grandma.
That's big.
I'm talking a slow shimmy with that old bag of bones. Oh, every gal there slipping on her own squirt. Works every time.
That's good.
Yeah.
This broad's better than night crawlers, you know what I mean? Huh? They come jumping into the boat.
Mention, girls do doggy style. Their asshole is completely exposed. I don't want my asshole ever seeing the light of day or a table lamp. Nothing. I don't want ever have my asshole pointing at the ceiling.
Yeah, that's
even
a tough one.
when I leave the room, I put a shirt in the back there or a cork or something.
So she lives with you at your place,
Yeah.
and that you guys will stay there.
Yeah, I mean, I'd hope to go bigger one day.
Sure.
I mean, she's gotten much bigger, so we have to. No, I'm joking. But I hope to get a bigger place. And,
Has it become more of a couple's apartment than it was when you were there by yourself?
Well, you guys
of
moved,
course,
no?
of
You guys
course.
moved together.
Oh, you
Yeah, we
did?
moved
Yeah,
together.
you're not. Yeah, he's not in the.
About, but I claimed ownership over it. Like,
Good.
I was touched by my sister's friend. At the age, she was 13, I was 9.
Ooh.
And and let me tell you, I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
It was a good time.
Yeah, well, you're a survivor, but you enjoyed it. I get it. It's all about how you perceive it. I had sex with a 55-year-old when I was 16, which I was the king of high school for a year. But I
Was she
talked
a
to a lady
teacher?
about it last week, and she was like, "Oh, you're a pedophile survivor." And I'm like, "I guess I am. How about that? I didn't do a one-man show. I didn't tweet about it. I didn't have a hashtag. I just sucked it up and went, hey, how about that?
How was it?
Great. I mean, I sucked, but it was great.
A 55-year-old woman would put it on you. We're talking about figure 4 leg locks, submission holds.
I met her husband. He was just an old queef with white hair, and he can't get it up. So I was rock hard from...
all of your stories, and you've got quite a bit here on the list. Will you please plug, promote everything you want?
Sure. I'm all over the road this year. Hit me on marknormancomedy.com, Instagram, Twitter. A podcast is called Tuesdays with Stories with Joe List. He's a cute kid. And
We've had him here on
you've
The
had him.
Honeydew.
You
Great
know him.
episode.
And yeah, check me out. Come see me live before I kill myself. So please, you can say you saw me when. See me before I go full gay. Come on in, people. Sorry about the sunglasses. I'm culturally appropriating a jazz musician. There we go.
There you go.
Ah, the lights. Very.
You're going hard in the paint, huh?
I like her.
All right. Hey. You had a 10. I need you at a 7.
Daddy doesn't.
It's getting weird.
Daddy doesn't watch porn.
What?
Yeah.
You seem a little pent up.
I never watch porn.
Wow.
And I haven't watched porn in many.
Are you a porn
year.
guy?
Yeah, I like a good.
But
porn's like
I
coffee
like her.
for me. I
I'm
do
gonna
it every
watch her.
day, and it's got to be black. Yeah, but I don't know. How do you do it? What do you go? Imagination, like 8th grade style?
I'm older. I don't know. Yeah, I don't
think
even
back to
I don't
older-
even, I don't even jerk off.
Jack
anymore.
off in black and white.
I don't even jerk off anymore. Really, I swear to God.
What?
I'm just older.
You know what, dude? Get the fuck out.
Yeah,
man.
I
Who are you
know.
talking to?
Look how you're sitting. You're weird.
That's really
gotta rub one out.
I
Like
meditate.
he's better than us,
Yeah.
you know?
All the Europe ones, you know.
Did you get loose in Amsterdam?
We got loose. We just did the canals and got a bunch of weed.
Are you a
and
drug
walked
guy
around.
or?
No, not a weed guy. I can't do it. I'm too fucked up. The weed brings out all the demons.
Yeah.
It doesn't suppress them like alcohol, which
You
I
like
need.
you like booze and uppers.
Yeah.
But
Booze and uppers.
But
Let's
you
just
don't
leave it
seem like lots of you have your darkness. It's from your childhood?
I think so. Yeah, I had a weird childhood.
How so?
Well, let's see. My dad got a wild hair up his ass and bought a mansion, dilapidated mansion in a poor black neighborhood. So first of all, the house was fucked. We barely had running water. It was, we'd have family meetings like, all right, go shit at school. Don't shit here. We need the water. And then my dad started running out of money, so he made the back half of bed and breakfast, like old style bed. So my mom's whipping up pancakes at 8 a.m. and I'm like, can I get one? She's like, blow me, dick. Eat a bowl of Cheerios, you cunt. And so I was like, all right, sorry, Jesus. And so they're my parents are workaholics. They're checked out. They were nice people, but they're just like, hey, we gave birth to you. You figure it out. Yeah, go watch TV.
There's no attention.
Yes, Dr. Drew. I just
Best
did his
thing to happen
podcast.
to a fucking comic.
Maybe, but boy, it's sad.
Don't give them attention.
Yeah. So what Dr. Drew say?
So he said, because I was like, my mom didn't react. Like, I have girlfriends, I'll introduce her to my mom. They're like, whoo, that was tough. I felt like I was bombing in there. I'm like, welcome to my life, you fucking whore. Jesus Christ. 20 years of that shit growing up. And so,
I bombed in there.
No wonder you need laughs from fucking strangers.
Exactly. Like, ask me a question. Just ask me a random question. This is my mom.
A random question. Where are you from?
What time is it? Where are we? It's just like, oh shit, sorry.
She
like,
won't engage.
Yeah, and she's not mean. She's just got her
checked out.
Yeah, she's just like thinking about, all right, I got to pay the bill. I got to water the plants, and you're like.
Did you have brothers and sisters?
Older brother, and he's a genius. He's like this, math computer wizard. And our neighborhood was so dangerous that he just head into a computer like as a kid, and he just became like DOS and shit.
Did you make friends in the neighborhood with the black?
Yeah, but then you got into fights, and there was a lot of racial tension. It was the 90s, and bikes were stolen, and we got robbed all the time. We had this crazy alarm going off because our house was so big, and I'd be like an 8-year-old kid, and you just hear like glass breaking, and then woo, 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 and I'm just like, I'm in my room like hugging a teddy, hoping I don't get raped by fucking Leroy, and you go downstairs and hey, the TV's gone today, and that was a Tuesday. Yeah, and we got robbed all the time. My dad, he's like N-word rich, where he's like, oh, we're gonna buy a shitty Lexus, but it's a Lexus, so the Lexus would get stolen. He's like, all right, he'll give me like cab money to go to school and shit, and that was just how it was. I remember I told this story on Rogan, but I got my bike stolen. Just street toughs, they would rub their front tire on your back tire, and that meant like, oh, you're fucked, and they would just take your bike.
Forever, I didn't get a good night's sleep, but that shit did end up working.
Oh, really?
It worked for both of them. Yeah,
it didn't work for me. I tried these dehydration pills, like to dry you out. That didn't work. And then my dad eventually got so fed up because he was annoyed with the bedwetting. He's like, you got to grow up, you fucking loser. So he said, no more liquids after 6. So I'm sitting there eating Doritos at 6:08, going like, I look like a Somali pirate. I'm so thirsty. I'm like, it's like Waterworld. I gotta pee in a jar and filter it. I'm so thirsty, and my brother's guzzling Kool-Aid and shit and Pepsi, and I'm like,
He's not having that problem at all.
No, it was brutal, man. It was a dry county.
And so would you not go to sleepovers because of it?
I would go because I wanted to hang and I wanted to, be a part of society. I didn't want to be like a weirdo, like disabled guy. Like, I can't go. I have a problem. So I would just stay up all night. And it was like I was like in a Holocaust death camp. I was like, all right, I'll sleep in shifts. I'll can sleep for like 10 minutes here, and then I'll wake up. And I saw everything. I would just walk around my friends' houses at like 2 in. They're snoozing, and I'd go through the mom's panties and watch some TV and check the fridge. I was like a weird night owl, night crawler guy at like 9. I'm checking out porn. I'm going in and out of the house, playing with a cat, whatever I had to do. Jerk off on a friend's face, anything, just to kill the time. Did you guys jerk off together, you and your buds?
No.
What?
Never.
Oh, that was a big one in
my
childhood.
None of the Okay, so let's talk about that too, because was it a circle jerk thing
No.
or what was it?
It was
You're like, no,
come on.
I mean,
We're
come
not
on, let's not.
sickos. You take a corner, I'll take a corner. We got the porn in the middle, and it was like a bonding experience. I did make my friend taste it once, and he never talked to me again.
Is that real?
Oh, yeah.
Wait, his or yours?
His. I was like, I dare you to taste it. He's like, I'm not tasting it. I was like, a double dog. And he was like, I hate you. It was a great moment.
He's never talked to you again.
I mean, we're still cool. He's dead now. He was a gay porn star. But sorry, I went off on a tear
please tear. I do want to talk to you about dating though. So
please,
all these problems going on, the bedwetting, the this, the that. What age do you start getting into girls and actually dating? And how old are you when you lose your virginity?
I was such a mess, like anxiety-wise, insecurity-wise, that I couldn't pick up a lady. I had to be boozing, and she had to be boozing. I had no game or anything. But I eventually met a gal, and we became like serious, and it was like my only girlfriend. And we dated from high school till out of college.
Wow.
Like a high school sweetheart. We dated for 12 years. But I peed on her many a time.
Are you still talking to her?
She's married now, but we're cool.
Yeah,
I kind of fucked her over a few times, but we're cool, and she was great. I mean,
did you both take each other's virginity?
No,
Oh, you had an
weird.
experienced lady.
We met as virgins, and then I fucked a prostitute, and she banged some other guy, I think out of anger. And then we got back together.
So you lost your virginity to a prostitute?
Sure. She didn't charge me. Yeah. It worked out. I had a coupon. So I got in.
Why did you decide to do it like that when you had a girlfriend?
Well, we were kind of on the rocks. Like we were
Okay.
talking. Remember when people said we're talking? But I don't know. We weren't really official. And
you hadn't started yet. It wasn't like you had been going for a year and hadn't had sex.
No. We're on the phone every now and then, and we'd go to a prom or something to sock hop together. But it wasn't too serious. And then it was Y2K was in the air. You remember that?
Yeah, when the world was gonna end.
Yeah. It was a buzz, and it was 1999, and me and my friends went to the French Quarter. It was New Year's Eve. And
the best.
New
Year's Eve is way better than New Year's
Yes!
Eve. It is. There's no pressure. No one's trying to look good. Hurry up and get somewhere. New Year's Eve is the jam.
The jam. And,
It
we had this big party to go to on New Year's Eve. So New Year's Eve, we're like, hey, let's do the quarter.
That's right.
We're right here. Let's do it. So I'm out with friends. I see a woman on the balcony, and she's just flashing at the Ramada Hotel on Bourbon. I'll never forget it. And she was an older, she'd seen some winters. Let's say that. She was a little, wear and tear. You could tell she looked like Jennifer Aniston after a good fist fight. And but she had a leather jacket with no shirt, and she just kept flashing people, which is pretty commonplace in the Big Easy.
Yeah, I was gonna say yeah.
And it's New Year's, so there's a buzz in the air, and I'm 16, and we're all drinking and shit, and so we're just staring at her. This is pre-Brazzers, so we're just like, there's tits, free tits. We're gonna stare.
Brazzers, yeah.
And
this is pre-fucking Girls Gone Wild too, isn't it? Or maybe
yeah,
like right there.
Right in there. So tits were big.
Yeah.
And she sees us staring, and she's like yelling at us, like, what's going on with you guys? And we're like, hey, we'd like to come up. We're fucking around. And she's like, I'll come down. So she comes down, and she's talking to us, and right then it's like, oh, this is game on. Like, this woman is down for something. But we're so nervous because you're still talking to an adult lady who's 78, and she's like, you kids want to come up and throw some beads? And I was like, oh, she thinks we're kids. This isn't gonna work. So I just do a Hail Mary, and I go, hey, you want to I don't want to go on a 2000 a virgin. And she goes, well, I won't let you. And that was it.
How old was she?
She's probably 50-something.
Really?
53.
And so then what happens?
So she brings me and 2 guys up. My other 2 friends went and got drinks or something. And I remember she opens the door to her hotel room. The door swings open. There's an old man with a white beard and a Harley-Davidson hat and a leather jacket just sitting, staring at the door. And I was like, oh, we're going to die.
Yeah, this guy definitely has a gun that's loaded.
Yeah, exactly. He had, I guarantee you he had a gun on.
I'm sure.
He had boots on. He had a knife
probably
on his hip.
I was going to say, he was probably packed all up and down.
No doubt about it. This guy came out of like some crazy, like Nashville or something. This guy was like a biker guy. So he goes, which one is it? And she points to me. And he goes, all right, you 2, let's go have some beers on the balcony. And, now we're kind of like, oh, what
and
the
your
hell?
buddies now got to go outside and drink with this dude?
Yeah, but, they're cool with it because they just want the booze.
Yeah.
So they're like, fuck it, let's see what happens. That's how it was, but we were feral. We just did shit, whim, no plans. And, so I've told this story many times, but she just sat on the bed. She goes, how do you want to do this? And I go, well, I'm trying to act cool. I'm like, I'll take a blowjob first. And she goes, I don't give blowjobs. And I said, you fuck kids off the street, but you don't give blowjobs? I don't know what I was thinking. And she was like, what? I was like, I'm sorry. And she goes, anything else? And I go, are you clean? And she goes, you want to do this or not? And I was like, all right, sorry. And then she just got naked.
That's a great no.
I know.
That's one of the best no's I've ever heard in my life.
Big no.
Do you want to do this or not?
Yeah, I was like, I'm in. Sorry, madam. Let's do a redo. And so
underage.
Yeah.
16. She's 50 what?
But
Netflix is literally has a credo. They'll tell you.
Oh yeah,
they have quotas. They're
Mark didn't know
you have a
that's going
TV
in
show.
the meeting.
You have a TV show. We have an Asian director. We have a woman director. Doesn't matter. It's less about.
I think
whatever they're doing
business.
They seem to be doing
what
well.
happened in your?
So I had 2 good pitches before that, so I was loose and I was zinging and zanging and I was on, and we were in there with the Netflix guy and we couldn't get the video to work to play the sizzle, and it was just showing like the ceiling, and I go, oh, it's the Kevin Hart sex tape. I'm trying to make jokes, and the guy goes, can you believe the woman is suing him for that? I was like, well, I think it's the best thing he's ever done. It's funny. It's funnier than his specials. And he was like, I produced the last 4 of those. And I was like, oh well, I'm just fucking around. We all love Kevin Hart. And he's like, I don't think that's appropriate. I mean, he works with Netflix. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm just busting ball. I love Kevin Hart. I wish I was him. He's a little guy and cute and all that. Pets too. Go see it. Blah blah blah. And he just the whole pitch. I poured my heart out in this pitch, shucking and jiving. I'm tap dancing, and he was just like, thank you.
Take a joke, man.
That's the whole thing.
Netflix is doing something right, though, aren't they?
I got mugged a bunch, but so I was boozing it up in Cleveland, not bragging, and I met this gal. This is years ago, and I remember thinking like, all right, I'm gonna be a good guy here and try to do the right thing. We don't have a condom, so we can't bang. I'm trying to be a little more responsible. And we're in my hotel room, and we're both kind of, oh, what do we do? In Cleveland, everything closes. It's all done. So I was like, I got an idea. Because we're both wanting to do something. I go, what if I put it in the keister? We won't need a condom for that. You can't get pregnant in the ass. Not that I've heard, I know of. If that were the case, then gays would be having babies all day long. But so that.
But also, you're what you're not considering is still the STD.
I know.
aspect.
I didn't even think about it. I was like, what?
It was
STD?
just about a baby's all you're thinking about.
Yeah, because what STD lives in the ass?
Right, yeah, all of them.
All of them. Especially AIDS, the big HIV. So I didn't
all
think
of
about
them live
that.
in the asshole.
In my mind, this was the responsible thing to do. So she was like, all right, great. So we went to town, and I remember thinking like, all right, you got to pee after. That's how you flush everything.
Yeah,
I was
clean
really
the system,
really trying to be responsible and whatever. And I don't know if you ever had an STD.
No.
It hits you about 2 weeks. It's usually like 13, 14 days. That's how long it takes to really notice it. And I remember the next day, I was like, God damn, what? I got
the next day.
Yeah, I was like, this. In my head, I was like, this is a really bad one. If it hit me that early, that's what my dumb brain thought. Like, this is a really serious STD. So immediately I went AIDS. You go right to the top, and then there's a lot of gay or anal AIDS,
But this was a one-night stand, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
And
an anal first date, Yeah. Anal.
Well, that's Cleveland.
One night stand.
Yeah. I mean,
that's a Wednesday.
It's the Browns. Cleveland Browns, baby. That was the mascot.
Wow.
So yeah, I had to do the horrible thing we all hate to do. You text the girl the next day, go, hey, I hate to do this, but do you have anything I should know about? You know, and she was like, oh my God, of course not. Jeez, how could you ask? And it's just super awkward. I'm like, all right, I just feel weird and something's up, and I'm just checking. No, no judgment. And she's like, no, fuck you, whatever. And I was like, all right. And then the next couple days, it's like, God damn. I am fucked. I have something bad.
What's happening?
Just a aching, like a
in your
stinging.
dick?
In there.
In it.
Not
and
even
does it burn when you pee?
Not a burn when you pee.
Have you ejaculated again yourself? You masturbate since? I want to know if it hurt when that came out.
No, I was too worried about it. I didn't want to fuck with it.
Yeah.
So I was peeing. It didn't burn. The burn is the big tell.
Yeah, that's the go-to.
So this was a no burn and an ache and a pain and a sting. So I'm like, I don't know what this is. So I thought it was some high level,
But it's only in your dick.
Yes.
It's not radiating in anywhere else.
No radiation. And I'm losing it. So I go to the hospital in like the, what do you call it, the clinic, the 1 hour clinic, and I do a whole test. They go, you're clean. And I go, well, I got something. Something's up. And they're like, it's probably in your head. And they're like, take some antibiotics.
It's in my dick.
Yeah, it's in my dickhead. So I was like, all right. So I'm taking it, and nothing's working. So I know this doctor guy, so I just called him and just kind of like unloaded on him, and he goes, I bet you got shit in your dick.
That's what the doctor said.
That's what the doctor said.
I just used the word ejaculate.
Yeah.
And this guy says you have shit in your dick.
Yeah.
How many girls finger blasted themselves to that?
Guilty.
I would go to jail.
Yeah, I've done that before. I took a totem pole. Pull up, give this a goog. They're called totem poles or green hulks.
Tell the story.
I took one. I've told the story a few times, but I took one, and I was like, I don't want to be hungover. Me and my friend are going tubing in San Antonio in the morning. There they are. Look how big that is.
That is, whoa.
That's a green hulk. And you're supposed
Whoa,
to take...
I want the one that says Xanax on it.
Oh, yeah, that's classic.
Oh, man, what the fuck do I have? I have the fucking knockoff alorazepams.
Yeah, I dated her, black chick. But
there's things so heavy on your plate.
Right.
You don't just get to kind of like freelance through life anymore. You got to actually focus.
Yeah.
Do you want to have a kid?
I think as I get older, I kind of do. Because I see all these comics who are like 40, late 40s having kids, and I'm like, oh, maybe I could do that. Because I like the little guy with the noogie, and I tuck him in, and he's... weird and queer and cute, and I get to feed him jizz or whatever.
Why would you? That doesn't make sense.
Well, it's
food
easy
works.
to chew.
Oh, yeah.
But it's just nice. But
There's tax write-off.
All right. Is that what you call an abortion?
Yeah.
All right.
See, with abortions, you can only write that off once because it's an expense one time.
Yeah.
A child keeps going.
Good point.
Yeah.
I didn't know you were Jew. That is nice.
Especially because my brain is, yours is too. Your brain's fucked up.
We're fried.
Yeah, we're wrong.
All these pods, not only do you have to be funny on a pod, after the pod's over, you have to worry, what the fuck did I say?
What did I say?
And then you're worried about that, and then you're worried about your set, you're worried about your lady, you're worried about your parents, you're worried about your colon, your liver.
You didn't say anything bad. We'll cut the Heil Hitler thing for sure.
Oh, really appreciate it. Please do. Sorry, I panicked. I was like, yes, thank you. Did I say that?
Guy who has like some weird fucking birth defect where he comes out of his ass.
Those are called gays.
Some of our greatest leaders, greatest minds, greatest innovators, people that have changed the world, there is something in common with some part of the family being abandoned. Anyone that's in a healthy structure always is underwhelming. They're never really a cool person.
I agree.
Their brain stays very right here.
Like if LeBron had a father, he's trash.
No, he's just a weirdly athletic postman at that point.
I would ante up and say molesting.
Oh, for sure.
Very
I mean,
lucrative.
that's how we got our series.
You're in good company.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Were you molested?
A couple times.
Whoa! Send me the tape. Good for you.
Now
man.
I'm a little self-conscious. I was not worthy of the tape. So, of course, you have your beautiful wife now.
Sure.
You don't know what she looks like. Sorry.
That's just a thing
That's
that guys
a
say.
nice thing. She's in a wheelchair, so she appreciates that.
Yeah, and it's sensitive times, so regardless.
Yeah, but don't assume her pronouns either.
I apologize.
Thank you.
Okay? I apologize.
I'll let it go.
When did you decide it was over for crushing pussy?
Well, how does a comic get out of like the single life? Because that has to be tough.
Like, when did you stop cheating?
It's tough because there's a lot of emotions get involved. And, as a guy on the road, you pop into Pittsburgh and you might plow a nice plump lady and then you leave and she's like, that's it? And you're like, I don't live there.
Yeah, look at my show dates.
Yeah.
I'm in Philly tonight.
I'll just send her my tour and my schedule. And they're like, what? Well, we had sex. And you're like, I know. She's like, but I had sex with you. I'm like, but I had sex with you.
Right.
Yeah, I don't get this weird. I thought, what equality? You know, like why?
That's what I thought, equality.
Yeah, why do you get to get mad at me?
Yeah.
Right. It was just a fun,
The acoustics in here are great.
Consensual romp.
Still in touch with a Pittsburgh girl?
No, she does.
You see how white boys can
honestly, because when you met me,
I was salivating. I was foaming at
I know,
the
but when
mouth.
you met me, I wasn't this fucking fat.
But you were tubby.
Okay.
You're tubby.
Not a lot of definition.
Let me say something to you, Mark Norman.
All right.
All right. I was on the wrestling team in high school.
Get out of here.
Yeah. What?
Wait. Come on. Wait a minute. You were wrestling with your sexuality.
You've admitted that you're lazy. I think you've read 6 books in your life.
I've read 6.
6. What kind of a woman would be attracted to you, do you think?
Well, I have a lot of money.
You had a 10, I need you a 7.
Daddy doesn't.
It's getting weird.
Daddy doesn't watch porn.
What?
Yeah.
You seem a little pent up.
I never watch porn.
Wow.
And I haven't watched porn in many.
Are you a porn
year.
guy?
Yeah, I like a good.
But I
porn's
li-
like
but I
coffee
like her.
for me.
I'm
I do
gonna
it every
watch her.
day, and it's got to be black. Yeah, but
I came in and he was supposed to be the my guide through SNL, and it turned out that he is a shit stirrer.
I'm not going to guide any lady through comedy. That would take me, first of all, I'd have to figure out how a lady could do comedy. And then I'd have to...
You're like you go to a wedding and somebody's a good dancer.
You gotta straddle the
It's
line.
disgusting.
Whenever I see women, I shudder. Like sometimes I just look at them like, what the fuck? I'm like,
how powerful.
I'm sorry, man. You guys just kick so much.
But didn't you have that experience when she gave birth? Isn't that the one thing? That's the one thing that guys usually switch over, and they're like, they are strong.
You saw it?
Well, I was on the other end because it was like the baby had the umbilical cord around her neck, so they had to do the old fucking
lynching.
Open it up. Yeah, they had it 3 times. I had it.
Sorry.
I had it too.
Comedy podcast.
I had it too.
Oh, sorry.
Whoa, we got a Downsy model.
Yeah.
Wow.
There you go.
Now I feel better about jerking.
Victoria's Secret now has a Down syndrome model.
That was a Down syndrome.
Wow.
Hey, listen, inclusive, and she's beautiful.
She's not bad.
Not bad.
Very pretty.
Are those real or fakes? What do we think?
Well, those titties ain't. That's an old David Tell. That's a David Tell joke.
Yeah,
Not mine.
That's from Skanks for the Memories.
Yeah. Well, Pimp's gonna be wearing those glasses soon, I think.
Wow.
Here we see the president and the first bitch.
The building's blown outward. Like, it's blown out. Now, I'm obviously not a fucking bomb expert, but I talked to one.
You should see erect.
He can't
stop himself. All right. Keep going.
But I'm
not a bomb.
You're an animal. You're a fucking animal. You can't be stopped.
A new book claims that Madonna once smeared peanut butter all over John F. Kennedy Jr.'s body and then licked it off, which just goes to show you Madonna's a whore.
Hand jobs or drinking?
Drinking. Hand jobs I can get rid of in a second.
Okay.
You ever had a good one?
Hand job?
Well, your ex was pretty good. But
This week in a secret ceremony in Australia, Michael Jackson was married for the 2nd time. Asked what makes his new bride special, the King of Pop said, quote, "She has taught me about the power of imagination, like imagining that a grown woman is a 10-year-old boy." You know he's a homosexual pedophile, right? You understand?
what's going on with North Korea?
What do you mean, what's going on with it?
Well, what is that? Is it scary?
I've never fucking been there, dude.
You haven't been there?
No one goes there.
Really? I thought that was the homeland.
No, South Korea is, fuckface.
The fact that you've had the women you've had with that tiny little knob is pretty good.
Michael Jackson. He said, I heard a quote where he said, I don't care if my child is a boy or a girl, as long as it's a boy. He said he thinks if it's a girl, he's going to name it Sharon. Really? Yeah. And if it's a boy, he's going to have sex with it. At a dramatic press conference about the crash of TWA Flight 800, ABC News correspondent Pierre Salinger displayed a document which he believes is proof that the jet was shot down by a U.S. Navy missile. Later, he proudly showed reporters his solid gold Rolex that he bought on the street for just $15. That's one ugly bastard, isn't it? Lord.
The studio. It's good to have you
Hey,
here.
good to be here. It's a pleasure. I'm a little hungover, a little gay, but just glad to be here with you, sister.
Well, I appreciate you saying that. I'm very happy to be here with you too.
All right. Sorry, just hiding my erection. But yeah, this is great.
There's this movie coming out.
Yes.
Title undetermined at this point.
Chairman of the board.
Oh, all right. Do something with that, you freak.
I bet the board is spelled B-O-R-E-D.
If you farted, it'd be weird. But if I fart, I enjoy it. I don't know why.
Is that a guy thing?
Maybe.
Because I feel like you would hear no woman would ever say something like that.
No, you guys are more of maybe a queef thing.
Oh my gosh.
But-
Okay.
Week, Duchess of York Sarah Ferguson visited the Big Apple and showed off her 14-pound weight loss. Hopefully this will not interfere with her official duties of sitting on her fat ass all day long.
Yeah.
Because you don't want Netflix to have to say, like, let's say they pass on Mark or they pass on you, right? They pass on you. It's like,
and me.
Both of you guys.
Yeah.
So then it's like, well, that doesn't make sense. Two great comics.
Yeah.
I look at the other people on there. Some of those people are awful, man.
Yeah, funny is the 14th thing on the list now. You know, it's
Seems
like,
that way.
what color are you? What do you have between your legs? What do you identify as? How many Twitter? How many this? How's your podcast? And then funny.
How do you think I got a special?
There you go. Great car, though.
Saw that car?
Red Ferrari. Unreal. Sexy.
Yeah.
Man, who's got a
It's
towel
annoying
to sit
because
on?
he can beat up everybody too.
I know. And you're so nice.
Yeah.
You got it all.
I'm all right.
And
man.
thick.
And
Who knows how that piece is looking?
Yeah, he does well. I've seen it.
I bet that's like a Nerf football.
I'm not mad at it.
Former Wilson Phillips member Carney Wilson's new talk show kicked off this month. According to Carney, her show will be different from the others in that guests will be treated with respect and dignity. And then she will eat them.